Hey everyone, welcome to the Tweezy 767. Me breaking down the NFL practices and everything going on around the NFL at the very moment. Sorry for anybody that was looking at the live yesterday. I experienced a lot of difficulties with my live, but I've got it handled now. For those that are getting used to me doing this on a regular basis, thank you for even just taking a look at the videos and just dissecting some of the stuff that I'm speaking on. Yesterday I just got rid of the whole video yesterday because it was still going live as I was going in about the situation at Pittsburgh. I was talking about Pittsburgh. I was talking about Green Bay. I was talking about various teams, and especially was talking about the 49ers and them giving Debo Samuels that money that he deserved. And I'm gonna go back and reiterate a lot of these things I didn't get to get off as I was doing it. But let me just start by this. I want to say the 49ers made a good decision putting that money towards Debo Samuels. And this just shows us that they're moving off of Jimmy G going forward. That the money that was gonna possibly go to Jimmy G has just went to the right place. Now, the way that Debo Samuels and his people went about going in about the situation with his contract was he's not going to be really doing no backfield work this season. If he does, he will be getting paid good incentives on doing that. Now, he's a beast, and you can't take it away from the guy because he balled last season. He balled his ass off last season. Can't nobody take that from him. He was one of the critical reasons why the 49ers were in the NFC championship, and we got to just give him due diligence on that because this guy was doing running back plays. He was doing wide receiver plays. He was being a dual threat last season. So hopefully with them moving forward, I've heard a lot of outlets talking about what's the future for Jimmy G. Jimmy G is probably going to be on the show for the first couple weeks, probably. But my biggest thing is for the sports world to just really just go ahead and the Vikings need to play smart going forward with their situation because I just don't believe that Kirk Cousins is going to lead these Vikings anywhere right now. I've seen for the last couple years it's just not gelling. It's just confusion everywhere over there. So I'm just really thinking that if Minnesota wants to make a smart decision, you need to start at quarterback with a guy that could possibly put him in second string if you have to. Because really taking a year, because Kirk Cousins, I just don't believe that this guy's going to get it done. I don't believe it. Everybody knows this. And I'm not knocking the Vikings fans for having conviction for your quarterback, but like I know, it's just not there. And I'm surprised that like all these analysts and everybody's not paying attention to the bigger picture with understanding that Jimmy G would possibly be the best fit over there to give Aaron Rodgers a run for his money, even if they split facing each other two times a year. So I just think as a fan that that should be the best thing for them to do. And congratulations to Debo for getting that money and putting things together to make himself succeed further on with the 49ers. I'm hearing a lot of talk about Trey Lance is just going to just come. I want to see this because everybody is just hyped. Like, yes, Trey Lance is doing this at practice and he's doing that. What we are failing to realize during these practices is that there is no initial contact. There's none. So what the year that he was supposed to be sitting, he ended up starting a lot of those games. Some he won, some he lost, but he wasn't prepared. But now this year, I believe that he'll be more seasoned, ready to go into the new year, this new season of football with a little bit more than what he had last year. Because a lot of rookie quarterbacks just can't come off the bench and produce at even a mediocre play. Like you have to understand, there's only a few that's been able to come out and be gunslingers. It's only a few. And I'm talking about decades. There's not a lot. Aaron Rodgers said a year before he started. Patrick Mahomes did the same thing. Like you have to understand the great quarterbacks that we have usually sit a year to get the full concept of going into these games. Now, I think for the exception, um, Justin Herbert is one of the exceptions, and I think he's gonna do very great with the Chargers. But he has a hard. This year is gonna be a hard year for him over there in the AFC West. It is just too many teams over there. We got Russell Wilson over there. He's trying to make things happen over there. You have Derek Carr. He has an actual coach now. This guy's been pulling out fucking games out his ass for the last couple fucking seasons. Like people have to understand, you gotta respect Derek Carr at this juncture in his career because the guy has lost wide receivers to bad behavior. He has lost a coach to being fucking stupid. So him still winning games last season, should nobody be too surprised. So with him and Josh McDaniels, I think something's gonna gel there because honestly, people could say what they want about Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels somehow, some way, got Tim Tebow to get to the second round of the playoffs the year he was the head coach for the Denver Broncos. And he's back in the West again. So second time might be the charm that he needs to show you guys, like, look, the Belichick tree is not what you think it is. He might be the one to get over the hump. Bill O'Brien didn't have that. He was like the coordinator for like a year and a half, 2 years for the Patriots. So I don't think he had that pedigree. And then during his duration with Bill O'Brien, he lost the Super Bowl with us with the Giants the second time. And then after that, he was gone. He went straight to the Texans. And I knew it was going to be a problem. So when you're looking at all these teams in the NFL right now, we know who's the dumpster fires. We know who's going to win some games, who's not. I heard that a lot of people are believing that the Miami Dolphins are going to do better than the fucking Patriots this year. And I still don't fucking believe it. I don't. People are failing to realize. Wait until we see this preseason. Who's going to start who in preseason? That's when I'm going to understand how this dynamic goes. I already know LA is not going to possibly start a lot of. They probably LA will do the smart thing like they did before. They're going to go ahead and let their seconds and thirds go out there and just show them what they got. So if the main players have to go down, they know who to insert where. And I think a lot of teams need to put themselves in the same situation because that's how LA was able to make such a great run going into their championship year. They're not going to put Matt Stafford out there. If Matt Stafford goes out there, he's probably going to do a couple of snaps, give us some razzle dazzle, and then he's going to get the fuck out of there. They're not going to have, no one's putting their key marquee motherfuckers out there right now, except for Carolina, which I heard today, excuse me, is that they are, Carolina is putting themselves in a position to see if Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield is going to have the starting job. They literally said they're going to wait until after the preseason game with the Patriots that they're going to make a decision. If you want to win now, go ahead and start Baker. Everybody's saying it, and I'm going to agree with this because Sam is not your best. I said it yesterday, and I wish I would have kept the video so I could go ahead and say everybody was copying what the fuck I was saying yesterday. Seriously, Baker is the one that's going to bring the fans into the stadium. Sam Darnold has had 2 chances. He blew them both with the Jets and with the Panthers. They went back and got Cam Newton last season. What are we talking about? And I want an analyst to tell me right now that Sam Darnold is the best fit for Carolina right now. And I promise you that is bullshit. And they know it's bullshit for a fact. You went and got Baker Mayfield for a reason. You know the kid can win. Now, I don't know what the hell the Browns were thinking, but they wanted something. They wanted something that they think is going to win with Deshaun Watson. What if we're all reading this shit wrong? What if this is a sham and somehow, some fucking way, next season, Watson is out and shit goes wrong? That's $250 million fucking dollars down the drain for the Browns. The Browns are at a point right now. There's so much in the media talk that no one else gets talked about for real. Everybody is talking about the Browns. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with this scenario when Deshaun Watson? Listen, if Deshaun Watson is a bust, too many motherfuckers are gonna be hurt. Cleveland, the whole city of Cleveland is gonna blame its owner for letting Baker. You gave him enough, but the kid was still going out there producing. But the biggest thing you have to remember, that season could have been different. When the tide took the turn is when they came to New England. They were pulling out games before they got to New England. Once they hit New England, everything stopped. Chubb couldn't play. There was injuries and COVID that ruined that game. That game was fucking one-sided, man. Like, you need to look at some of these serious games Baker Mayfield had gave you and be like, yo, he beat the Steelers for us last year. He's the one that he's the reason why Big Ben got that year where they didn't fucking make it. 2020 is the year Baker stunned the Steelers to get in there. Man, come on. And you think he can't make it happen again? Shit. I believe that this guy's going to do something for Carolina. He ain't going to do a lot. Even if he could try to even get them wild card position, will be a great push going forward for Baker. And I wish him the best down there because it's going to always be a fucking what if. Now, if Carolina would have took Deshaun, this would be a different fucking story. This would be a whole different story, but let's stick to the reality of this. People were talking about the Saints were going to be Tom Brady's kryptonite this season. If Jameis is not going to start week 1, Saints fans need to get ready to brace for fucking impact. Because Hill can step in. But those two guys, somehow, some way, have had injury issues all through last year. Excuse me. Excuse me. Two quarterbacks. Two good quarterbacks. Hill can play multiple positions. Running back, tight end, quarterback. I wanted this guy in New England. But you gotta weigh the pros and cons. You gotta weigh the pros and cons. Injuries are the cons of him being so great. When you have a guy that's multi-talented on the field, it's just you gotta be prepared to lose him. So that means if a wide receiver goes down for a play and needs to sit out, Hill is coming in. Jameis is going to be taking the snap. Boom, you got extra yardage. You don't know which way this guy's coming from. So hopefully what they're saying about Jameis Winston being a little hurt from practice is going to blow over until the regular season comes in, because I need all these teams to show up. Everybody. I know we're going to lose some linemen, defensive linemen. Hell, we've already seen that the Cowboys then lost a couple of their key players on wide receiver. But damn it, we need all these teams to be at least at about 85 to 89%, because this is one of the greatest seasons of football that we're going to get from the last couple of fucking years, man. Last year was great. I couldn't complain. And I know a lot of people, even with losing teams, nobody was mad because people could go into the stands, people could talk shit in front of other teams that they were versing. It's a full fledged party where no one can get hurt. Well, somebody's gonna get hurt. Just be mindful of your shit talk. So just pump your brakes a little bit. So I want to jump back. I want to jump into the situation with Pittsburgh right now. And my friend and I, me and my guy Bruce, we're going up there to Pittsburgh to watch New England and Pittsburgh throw down in the gauntlet in their new named stadium, which they should have stayed Heinz Field, but okay. Um, I think that this situation with Pittsburgh is a fucking no brainer. And I'm here with this. I'm here with this, and I'm going to say it. Pittsburgh needs to go ahead and do what's best for Pittsburgh and the future of the franchise. It's Kenny Pitt. Yes, I don't believe that they need to. I'm at this point. Mitch Trubisky is not going to be the future of the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't care how many people want to try to believe that that's what it is. He's a good backup guy. The system at Pittsburgh is so much different than how it was in Chicago, only because Chicago. You know, Chicago. We know what you get. The Bears haven't been shit since Mike Dicker. Like, even that year they versed the Indianapolis Colts. Listen, like I know, that team is going to be a dumpster fire. They've let go of some great players. Man, look, Chicago's done. And if the Pittsburgh Steelers want to stay on pace to stay relevant right now, your best bet is to go ahead. If you have to, let Mitch run his course. Take these couple of fucking L's you're gonna take, because you're gonna have your schedule is stacked, bro. Week 1, Bengals. Week 2, New England. Week 3, Browns. Week 4, Jets. Week 5, you got the Bills. Week 6, Tampa Bay. Week 7, you have the Dolphins. Week 8, you have the Eagles. So I'm just going to let it be known now. You're going to lose to Cincinnati. You're possibly going to lose to New England. You can take Cleveland with Jacoby Brissett. You're going to fuck up the Jets. You're going to take a loss to Buffalo. It's going to be interesting, but that's a loss with Tampa Bay. Miami and Philadelphia, I just keep saying this, and people think I'm bullshitting. Philly is here this year. They took a step up. They're up. They are up this year. For all the Philly fans, to my guy Jay, my mentor in the maintenance field, Jay, your boys are stacked this year, bro. They're stacked. They are. Listen, last season they could have did something last season. Just too much turmoil, too much things going on. This year, I think they figured it out. I think everybody in the sports world understands that the Eagles have figured something out. Philly is better than the Cowboys right now by a landslide. With the Cowboys losing their key wide receivers, 2 of them, what the hell are they going to do with just CeeDee Lamb? You got these young guys. Okay. Make me a believer when you play Tampa Bay. Make me a believer. Because I don't believe that shit. They got you once, they'll get you again. They got you once, they'll get you again. And so with everything surrounding these situations with the Steelers, I'm just looking like, yo, you're on a tough stretch. And they get a bye in week 9. After that, they get the Saints. That's going into November. Cincy again. By then, Indianapolis will probably be making a play for playoff contention. Atlanta, I believe they'll win that. Baltimore. My only problem with Baltimore during December is I don't know what the fuck goes on. They take hell of a losses on both sides of the ball. Carolina. Now this one is going to be interesting. Will Baker be starting by then? Is the question. Will Baker be starting week 15 versus the Steelers? Because that will put asses in seats. Week 16, they got the Raiders. I think that's a loss. I believe it's a loss. I think that the Raiders are going to show up like I'm talking about the Eagles. The Raiders have something new. It's exciting. It ain't Oakland. It's their time. It's their everybody gets a chance to get in there. It's their time. So I believe that they'll lose that in week 16 on Christmas Eve. New Year's Day, they got Baltimore, and then their last game would be Cleveland, and that's to be determined. So if they want to win now, go Kenny Pickett. Go Kenny Pickett. I'm believing in my heart of hearts. Mitch Trubisky is not your fucking best friend right now. He's not your best friend. Shit's gonna get real. And when shit gets real, you know what it is. So I'm gonna turn my sights over here. Give me 1 second. Listen, I'm going here with these Packers. I don't understand why every journalist, every podcaster that does sports goggles the balls of Aaron Rodgers. Please stop. He makes it because his division is shit. His whole fucking division is trash, bro. If you took Aaron Rodgers from the goddamn Green Bay Packers right now, the whole NFC North would be fucking garbage. And somebody would it'll be just like the NFC East. But set aside that. The division has nothing. The division has nothing. That's why I personally believe Jimmy G needs to go to the Vikings. Give him some goddamn competition, please. He ain't had competition since Favre was over there. I think even maybe Teddy Bridgewater at one point, but I don't even think Teddy even faced him the whole time he was there. So it's like, yo, what do you do when you have an elite quarterback playing a bunch of fucking Pop Warner motherfuckers? It's like high school playing flag football. He's getting away with murder. But the fucking problem is the Green Bay Packer fan base should be even fucking madder that this motherfucker cannot get his team to the NFL championship, the Super Bowl. You basically walk the fuck on at the NFC championship most of the fucking time. You basically walk it. There's been very few times, dude. Y'all basically been in the NFC championship. It is 2022. Y'all basically have fucking been there multiple times. Now, last year you didn't go because Tom Brady and them fucked you up. The only time Aaron Rodgers has a fucking issue is when a real elite quarterback is on his ass in the fucking championship round. Russell Wilson proved it when he went to get his first ring with the Seahawks with the Legion of Boom. No one even fucking seen that coming because everybody really, really wanted at that time at 48, Super Bowl 48, Super Bowl 48. They wanted Aaron Rodgers versus Peyton Manning. Russell Wilson, the Legion of Boom, they fucked them up. And these guys had the lead. They had the fucking lead. Blew it. That goofy ass look he has on his face, those memes, keep pumping them shits because he's never going to get it. Yo, you've been in this league too long to not at least have two. At this point, if you can't get over the hump with Green Bay and you're just going to keep sticking up the fucking money train, you're just wasting time for another prospect to come in. They threatened you with Jordan Love. Look at Jordan Love. Jordan Love fucking sucks, and they drafted him in the first round years ago. This motherfucker can't do shit. He can't do anything. I think, what was it, the Kansas City game? He couldn't do shit. This blew my mind. Like, y'all really was threatening him with Jordan, this guy that y'all just picked up in the first fucking. You could have got a wide receiver. Green Bay is America's team because it has no owner. That's what makes it America's team. People want to make it the Cowboys, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But let's be clear. America's team has America's nightmare running that shit. You need to understand Jerry Jones is y'all. He is the only thing standing in the Cowboys' way of actually getting to a championship. Do you know in 27 years, the reason the Cowboys are never going to win another championship is because Jerry Jones is going to hire anybody that shoves their head up his ass to smell what the fuck he ate that morning. He is the problem. Jimmy Johnson would have fucking made the Cowboys 10-time champions if it wasn't for Jerry Jones sticking his fucking face in everything and want to take all the fucking credit. Yo, Jimmy Johnson is the reason for those championships in those 90s. Let's be fucking clear about that. The coach that told him to fuck off and go in your office and go play with your train set, that's the motherfucker y'all need to be thanking. It's him. Because it ain't Jerry. Jerry is the problem. They're not going to get in. Look at Dan Quinn is up next. I'm going to say that. The Cowboys have too many issues surrounding the wide receiver position, the fucking head coaching position. Too many things. Y'all should be wanting the Cowboys fucking nation to be the quietest fucking thing in the world right now. Everybody agrees with me. I'm not fucking lying. Every news outlet says it every fucking year. McCarthy is a fucking problem because he's just like every other fucking coach that they've had. Every other coach has kissed Jerry Jones's ass, and it's tiring. How much do y'all have to buy of Cowboy shit to stop making this motherfucker a billionaire till he do good by y'all? He doing good by him because y'all gonna keep buying the dream that y'all getting the 6th Super Bowl. I've lost fucking 5 Super Bowls and won 6 of them shits after y'all won 5 of y'all shits, and that's a fucking problem. The dream is over. Jerry Jones is one of those people that are stuck in the fucking 90s. Jerry Jones is like the drunk uncle that used to be the fly dope dealer that got arrested, went to prison, came home, and thought that shit was still the 90s, but it was the 2010s, and don't know what, but still carry it like it's the fucking 90s. That's Jerry Jones. He's a little fucking weirdo uncle that you got that refuses to let the goddamn 90s go. Step back, shut the fuck up, do what every other organization's fucking owners have done. You don't hear shit from Robert Kraft for real. Only thing you heard him have happen is after the Super Bowl, go get him a fucking hand job. After that, you ain't heard shit. Let's be clear, man. This football talk is real. It exists. Because I want to see what the Cardinals are going to do. The Cardinals are on the chopping block this week too. Because y'all just won't let the money situation go. Let all of these things that y'all hear through First Take, Skip and Shannon, Cowherd, whoever you listen to, take the moment out and be like, yo, y'all been really goggling. Serious. Y'all been goggling like balls. Y'all doing too much. They don't have faith. Listen, I've always been in competition with my guy Willie about these fucking Raiders. He hates that they have a winning season. I can barely get this guy on the phone. I know he's excited that the goddamn Raiders are going to be good this season. They're going to be good. They're going to win games. Ain't nobody gives a fuck. Because everybody's worried about, oh, look at, all right, let's ride. That's everybody. Because Russell Wilson, yeah, we're going to get out here. We're going to ride. All of this goofy shit. Yo, win fucking games first, bro. Then you come up with catchphrases. That discount double check. The only reason Aaron Rodgers got to do that shit for so long is because he won a championship. Win one with Denver. Then you say, let's ride. Other than that, don't say shit. Don't come up with catchphrases. Don't do none of that shit. It's time to ball. And I'm one of the people saying, you're going to turn that organization around. But you're making fucking jokes and shit. So all those guys that have been like, yeah, he's a fucking goofball. man, you starting to make them seem like they fucking right, bro. Like you have to. My main thing is this: it's good to have fun. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to take nothing away from Russell Wilson. That may be him having fun. I don't want to take that away from you. But my guy, you got problems on your side of the ball too. You got these young guys you got to cooperate with. This ain't the Seahawks no more. And I'm hearing the same shit I was talking about with Seattle, letting them walk out the fucking door. Pete Carroll's the fuck out of there after this season. And I think somebody said that they're gonna be starting Geno or some shit. If they start Geno Smith, it might be the smartest thing they ever done. Only because for the small part of it is he's just a way super washed down Russell Wilson. Locke is not gonna get you there. I don't care what nobody. I don't care what Colin Cowherd says. I don't care what Stephen would say. He is not gonna get you to the promised land. That shit is like goddamn saying that fucking Carolina Panthers is gonna goddamn get to the promised land with Sam Darnold. That's not gonna fucking happen. We know that the Seahawks are gonna fucking suck. Period. That is, they are right next to the Giants. The Giants are going to be shit. All they have is Saquon. Saquon is they saving grace. But he's gonna, if they put every fucking game on this guy back, he's gonna be fucked up by, even if they could make some type of miracle happen and make a run for the playoff. He's gonna be ran into the fucking ground before playoffs even fucking start. He'll be fucking ran into the ground by November. The beginning of fucking November at that. So I don't believe that Seahawks, the Giants, they talking about, this is my other thing. We were talking about all these rookie quarterbacks earlier, which I could not fucking understand. Trevor Lawrence, they're doing you like they've done every first round pick they've ever done. You ain't gonna do shit with Jacksonville. Jacksonville just acquired you so you could be on that team for till they figure out what they want to do. I don't believe Trevor Lawrence is going to be at Jacksonville his whole career. He's going to go somewhere. If he stay consistent, that's all I hear. He's going to stay consistent. He knows how to walk on. He knows how to do this. He knows how to do that. Listen, y'all can say what the fuck you want. The greatest rookie that came out of last year was Mac Jones. Sorry for your fucking bad luck for everybody that want to talk shit. Mac Jones had the best passer rating out of all the fucking rookies last year. One of the only rookies that actually fucking made playoffs last year. So who the fuck? But let me correct myself. One of few rookies that made playoffs last year. And he started. So what the fuck are we talking about, man? Stop talking about the kid like the dude ain't did nothing. It's a transition. If Josh McDaniels was still with New England and the Raiders, I would be calling the Raiders dumpster fire right now. They ain't know who the fuck was gonna goddamn lead their people. But they got the best fit. Can't knock it. New England's under fire. But we've been here before. We've been here before. He beat out the last guy that was supposed to be starting before him. See what the fuck happened to him? He went down back home to Carolina and couldn't figure shit out. Couldn't figure out a goddamn thing. I'm just trying to figure that out too. Without Ron Rivera, there was no Cam Newton. Because we see what it is now. That was Ron Rivera. That trip, the Super Bowl 50, that was Ron Rivera. It was not Cam Newton. It was the offensive coordinators. Defensive coordinators. It was not Cam Newton. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of these teams, I'm hearing nothing but bullshit. I know the biggest threat right now. Of course they are. They have a stacked roster. This is what they've been planning for since they got Josh Allen. New England fans knew this. We knew that we were going to take a back seat for a while. But y'all keep failing to fucking realize that we was ready for this. Y'all may not be 20 years of dominance, 6 Super Bowls, 8 with Tom Brady. 8. Made 8 of them bitches. Matter of fact, we made 9. Correction. 2 losses to the Giants, 1 to the Eagles. Everything was sweeps. Fuck you. It is what it is. Whoever's coming out of these divisions, hey, look, I believe in my team. I'm hearing that that a lot of people are doubting that Matt Jones is getting along with the new offensive coordinators and whatnot. Look, y'all talking about a 7-10 fucking record. You lost your fucking mind, man. That's not gonna happen. I can guarantee that's not gonna happen. We're getting double-digit wins this year. Now the fucking question is, can y'all get on the same page? We got to deal with this. This is practice. We started off slow last year. Granted, this is what comes with the territory. This is what comes with the shit. What the fuck? Like, y'all have to understand that as a fan to your team, I understand the scrutiny. I understand that people are starting to believe Bill Belichick is going fucking crazy. And he may have. He's stuck in his ways too, and I'll call him out on this shit too. Bill, what the fuck, man? What in the fuck? Luckily, we got rid of N'Keal Harry. That motherfucker went to Chicago. I don't even think he playing this season or for a while. So you did good by getting rid of him. You did draft a decent offensive player, defensive player, couple of good wide receivers. I love these ideas. One of them is showing out in practice. I'm gonna call out Mac too. Mac, anything that we had issues with, we keep that shit in the house. You know that from Nick Saban and the Roll Tide. You need to keep everything in house. If the house on fire, tell them, look, I don't know. But you don't goddamn go out here just giving away shit, telling them we got fucking problems. You're making problems. Gotta let that shit go, bro. You gotta let that shit go. Think Chicago, they got a dumpster fire. They ain't saying shit. Giants ain't saying shit. They just let every team that don't want to focus on them right now. If we're not paying attention to the Colts right now, you should be fucking stupid. The Colts are going to make some shit happen this year. The Colts are going to make some things happen. And Matt Ryan going to turn that shit around. I said it in my last video. They got a good ass running back. They got some receivers out there. I didn't even know T.Y. was up in free agency, but I'm pretty goddamn sure they drafted. Pretty fucking sure they drafted. Pretty goddamn sure they drafted. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up. Because I'm just seeing that we got a lot of things going on. Because I'm pretty sure they drafted something good. Let me see what's up with the Colts right quick for you. Let me see their roster. Wow. So look, I know everybody has 4 quarterbacks right now. So check this out. Nick Foles is coming right behind Matt Ryan this year. Pay attention to that. Because he's a good second string quarterback. We know he cannot start. Let's be real. Jonathan Taylor is going. I don't want to jinx him, but last fucking season, he hurt me. This motherfucker hurt me. But he's balling though. He is a baller. You cannot take it away from him. You got Campbell, Garland, Isaiah Ford. Ooh. Oh, that got it. Whoa. Michael Young Jr. Oh. Yo, they got if they had to break down this, I'm pretty sure a lot of these wide receivers would be getting picked up. And then, well, they've moved off of doing like the tight end situation. A lot of people have moved off of it a lot, only because if you drop that tight end and he's got to become a wide receiver, that just leaves your fucking one side fucking just empty for your quarterback to just get demolished by guys like TJ Watt. Like I don't think a lot of people want to even go in that direction. This year is gonna be fucking interesting. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I just know for a fact, just teams to watch out for: the Colts, the Broncos, the Raiders. Who else can I pull out this group? I want to say Baltimore, but I'm still the cat's still in the bag on that one. It's just and probably Carolina and Arizona. We're gonna see about San Francisco. San Francisco to me is still up in the air because I want to see what happens in week 1. Week 1, I want to know who. Woo! Week 1, they play on 9/11. All right, let's go here. San Francisco got an easy win. Hell, they got 2 easy wins back to back. They got Chicago and then they got Seattle. Seattle probably they won't even televise this shit because it's gonna be an ass beating out of this world. They got Denver. They got those are 2 losses. I'm gonna give them right off deck. Denver and LA, those are losses. Carolina, I think they can beat them depending on the quarterback. The Falcons, they'll beat them. Kansas City, woo! They taking that L. They taking that L. I'm sorry. They're gonna run through that. Then they got LA again. Then they got the Chargers. Shit. And y'all talk. How the hell is anybody saying that this team has a QB that's gonna in the future this season? There is no fucking way. This guy. Listen, San Francisco gonna take a hit this year. They're gonna take one this year. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Did anybody pay attention to the scheduling? There's no way. These first, okay, the first 4 games are 2-2. Carolina Falcons. All right, that's probably 1-1. But after Kansas, once they get to Kansas City, they got Kansas City, LA Rams. Got to at LA. They hosting the LA Chargers. Then they got to go to the Cardinals. Wow. By then, the Saints will be figuring out what they want to do. That's possibly a loss. Dolphins, they always start turning up around this time of the season, right around this time, which would be in December. And they'll be at San Francisco, which they play in Heat. They got versus Tom Brady. That's a loss. Seattle, they'll win that. The Commanders, they'll win that. Turn around, they got the Raiders, the Cardinals, Green Bay, the Vikings. They might win that. They're gonna win that Vikings game. And Houston. This schedule has just told me I don't know who the fuck told any of you analysts that this shit was gonna they'll barely make playoffs. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Call me a liar, call me a hypocrite, whatever. That's bullshit. They're not gonna win a lot of these games. There's no way. There is impossible. Seven of these are losses. I don't even believe that they'll make playoffs. Now, if you said that these motherfuckers had an easy season, okay, yeah, which probably was the reason that they got in last year. But yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now. You gotta be. Go look up them, look and be realistic. Be realistic. That last stretch, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Nick Wright, I don't care who said it earlier that was like, oh yeah, Trey Lance has a body of work that's coming into this season. Not this season. His ass might be done for the season coming into some of these games. Some of these teams he's about to verse are going to kill him. They're going to make LA is definitely gonna make an example out this boy. So let's try not to even be funny with it. Be lucky he even still has his fucking starting job. Only because Garoppolo had to come in and take some of them L's for him. Now he's a starter? The fuck out of here. I said it once, I said it again. LA still gonna be running this shit, but even they gotta face they demands too. Come on, man. We gotta be realistic about football, man. You gotta be realistic, man. You gotta be realistic, man. We got to be realistic. Don't do that. Let me go to LA. Because I believe LA had somewhat of a tough task too. So LA, now I believe. Now I said this yesterday. I didn't get a chance to actually because I'm gonna put this video out. So I was saying yesterday that dropping the banner, Buffalo's gonna take a loss because not too many teams except for New England fucks up and loses their home game with the banner dropping. So Buffalo's gonna be 0-1. LA has a very good starting six start for the season. Buffalo, Atlanta, dumpster fire. Arizona, which probably will give them a test. 49ers, Dallas, Carolina. I believe that they're going to win most of damn near every one of those games. Because everybody got some shit going on that they have to face except for Buffalo. Now, Buffalo could pull off the upset. I wouldn't be too fucking mad. But for the most part of this, they're basically going to go basically 6-0. If not 5-1. Coming off of that, though, got 49ers, Tampa Bay, the Cardinals, Saints, Excuse me. KC, Seahawks, and they got the Raiders. Now coming off, there's a few losses on this. I just don't see the 49ers being one of the losses. If I had to pick the losses right now for LA going in after they bye week, Tampa Bay, most definitely KC, even though I can't stand them. If they can get through KC, bet. No bullshit. But for now, I think KC is still dominant and relevant to say they're gonna do something. So yeah. And I really believe LA will give them a run for their money. Now Green Bay, yeah, that's a loss. Fuck it. I was like, they're great at regular season. Just understand, I'm telling you, they're great at regular season. But they fucking suck in playoffs, bro. Denver, they're playing on Christmas. Honestly, with that being said, that might be a loss. Justin Herbert, I think they ran up the gauntlet with them before. I don't think they played them last year. At home, that's a loss. Seahawks, they'll win that shit. But LA just is pretty good. They're great. They're gonna do something. They're gonna do something. They're gonna make playoffs. They're gonna be at the top of the division. They probably take the. I got LA and Green Bay taking the 1 and 2 in the NFC right now, without a shadow of a doubt, because there's just nothing over there that's stopping them teams from really doing anything, except for the Cards. But we still, without DeAndre Hopkins, I'm still the ruling's still out for the Cardinals. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm still iffy about them. I think they can do something, but they're gonna have if they're gonna do anything, they're gonna have to show up in week 3 and show me that they can fucking really ball out. And I think they beat them last year. They beat them early, and then they had to take the L when it was on that perfect streak, and then they knocked them off. But other than that, that's my roundup of football talk for the NFL on the Tweezy 767. Y'all, please drop y'all comments and start subscribing whenever you can and want to. And I'll be back this coming up Sunday after all the preseason games. So holla at your boy Tweezy, man.